All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. On first down, Sexton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. General West. Check three. 5.
Throwing on first down. Keys. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
Hey, let go. Look at me. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Keys complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Looking to throw. Sexton, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand.
Come on, fellas.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Sexton. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 19 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
A toss play to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sexton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Sexton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Sexton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. The play fake. Sexton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pilot, 64, weak. Wide, get wide. Watch there. Switch. Check nickel.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the double.
He's coming.
Bound to lose one.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Hey, high 7.
Squeeze. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me.
2.
From the gun, Keys. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. Hey, Charlie.
Let's go, defense.
Operating from the gun, Keys. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. From the gun on third down. Sexton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Break. Mark 40, Mark 40. Check, 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 check. Check, check 3. 218, chop it. Check 13. Shift, shift. Hey, lock it. Big grip.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 5. Check snap.
From the gun on third down, Keys. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yeah. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 54.
From the gun, Sexton. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here I come again. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Get.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keys. And a throw right sideline is complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Switch gears, switch gears. Topper! Fight!
On first down, here's Breida. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
To throw on second down. Keys looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Go! Crunch! Check! Shut up!
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it. Hey, we got 3 down.
They run with Breida. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, baby!
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I see you, boy. I see you.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Get out the field, defense.
Off play action. Keys. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Corner's the knife. Squeeze. Big grip.
On third down, Keys. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 46-yard
Get in the
line.
wet room. Get in the wet room.
On first and 10, Sexton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Browns first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw. Sexton. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 35 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch the screen. Hey, alert three. He's coming. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Step.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
Hey, exit.
Operating from the gun. Keys, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. Now it's Breida. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2.
I'm coming after you.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Coming to you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Sexton. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st down, Keys. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go. 40's mark. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, wahoo. Hey, 40's mark right there. 40's mark.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Keys. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Watch one. Watch one. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Operating from the gun, Sexton. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, Sexton. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down, Sexton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Operating from the gun, Sexton. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert
3. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 4th down, Sexton. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
51, Mike. Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Smooth. Out, 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 out.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
On the ready.
Let's get it. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready?
From the gun, Keys. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Bravo.
51 to Mike, boys. 51.
Deep grip.
Operating from the gun, Keys. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off the play fake. Sexton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 15. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sexton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Sexton. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch. Blue draw quarters.
Here's Breida. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of... And they caught it up! And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
blitz coming, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
Following the fumble recovery, Keys. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
36.
This is Breida. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go. 30 base.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity